The eval command can use functions to evaluate an expression based on your events to return a result. There are 11 categories of functions that can be used with the eval command. These functions range from comparison and conditional functions, informational and statistical functions, to conversion and multi-value functions that can be applied to multi-value fields, and a lot more. If we zoom on into comparison and conditional functions, a few of those functions are listed here. Now, this is not a full list. These are just a few of the comparison and conditional functions that we can use with the eval command and that we will look at over the course of this module. The case function is going to evaluate multiple Boolean expressions and return a value based on these multiple else-if statements. The CIDR match function is going to return true or false based on whether an IP falls within a subnet range. The if function is going to evaluate a single Boolean expression. If that's true, it'll return the value of the second argument. If it's false, it'll return the value of the third argument. And the like function is going to typically be used with something like a wildcard or evaluating whether the string matches whatever argument is passed in as the pattern. The in function, as we saw, returns true if the value list matches a value in the field. And then lastly, match is used for matching on a particular regex pattern embedded within the subject argument. Now, these functions here are fairly straightforward. We have the true and false functions and the null function, which returns the value of null. Null if will return a value of null if the value of the first argument is equal to the value of the second argument. Otherwise, it will return the value of the first argument. Validate function is actually going to be the opposite of the case function in that it will return the second argument of y for the first expression that evaluates to false instead of true. And then lastly, search match returns true if the actual search string passed in to that function matches the event. So with all of these functions, we can use them within the eval command, but they can also be used as part of the where command and the field format command. Most of these eval functions can be used within the eval expression for these different commands, and as part of eval expressions within the function of eval embedded in a function of the stats command.